What's up, everybody? I hope everyone is doing well today. I want to give you another economic stimulus update about the economic impact card, about calling the IRS. I was able to get through. I'm going to share with you how you can get through. Hopefully it works for you as well. And about some of the other updates that the IRS posted on their website. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about all that next. Hello everyone, my name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr. and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida with clients all across the United States of America. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button, please like this video, please share this video to help me grow the financial literacy of our globe. Let's get right into it today. So the IRS gave us a few updates on yesterday about some things that I've actually been getting questions on. And it really just confirmed what I already knew and started sharing with more people. But for those of you that are on SSI, VA benefits, RRB, railroad benefits, SSDI, and you feel that you cannot use the non-filers tool, let me back up. You feel you cannot use the IRS portal because you haven't filed taxes. You still can use the portal. It goes based upon your Social Security number. There are some situations where you may not be able to use the portal and it won't work for you, but I'm gonna read to you the statement that they put on their website. It says, the Get My Payment will display your payment status and details once it has been scheduled for delivery. So it's gonna continue to show the same stale message that you've been seeing until it's scheduled for delivery. That's very consistent in how it's been over the last several weeks. Until then, you will receive the payment status not available message. You will not be able to use the Get My Payment tool to provide your bank account information, which the IRS pulled down last Wednesday. They stopped allowing people to add in new bank account information at that time. The IRS will use the information from the Social Security Administration and the Veterans Administration, the VA, to generate your payment. This is the same information that they're using to put inside of the IRS portal. So if you're one of those recipients, you can use the portal to get updates on there. I know many people sent me questions. How do I check my payment? I don't file taxes. I'm an SSI recipient, or I'm a VA on VA benefits, and I haven't filed a tax return in years. How can I use the portal? I know it seems confusing, but it's just it's a misconception that you cannot use the IRS portal because they still have your Social Security number, and the Social Security number is what is generating the economic stimulus payment for you. So that information is still inside of the IRS portal. And it says here further, you will receive your payment as a direct deposit or by mail, just as you normally would receive your benefits. For example, if your benefits are currently deposited to a direct express card, your economic impact payment will also be deposited to that card. If your benefits are currently deposited to your bank account, your economic impact payments will also be deposited to that bank account as well. All right, so that's a quick update on that. So the next item I wanted to speak with you about was the economic impact payment that was mailed to the wrong, or sent to the wrong bank account information. Now they made a quick update to this, and I'll read it to you, and it has to do with the new IRS debit cards that they're sending out too. So if the account is closed or no longer active, the bank will return the deposit and you will be issued a check. Or for a smaller group of people, and more than likely a smaller group of people are the people that are being serviced out of the Andover, Maryland, or the Austin, Texas group. And in my video, in this description, I'll add it to the states that are being serviced out of those areas. And I'll also provide the link so you can see those for yourself. And additionally, out of Austin, Texas, they're the service center that is servicing many of the international arenas, like Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, and a lot of other international venues that are receiving economic stimulus payments too. So you'll be getting an update from them directly on that. So more than likely, those people that are in those service groups, if you had a payment that was returned, it's going to come to you now in the form possibly of the economic impact card, which is the IRS's new debit card. It won't come to you in the form of a check. And that all depends on when it's being processed. So if that payment was returned by your bank at the end of last week or the beginning of this week, it's more than likely that it was already in the mode of being processed. And if it already returned back from the bank and got back to the IRS started resubmitting those and getting those in line for checks to be sent out this upcoming Friday. Now, if you're already in that process and that started, you're more than likely going to still get a check. If you're in one of those service center locations and your payment is getting rejected as of now, or if it's going to get rejected in sometime in the near future, you're more than likely going to receive the economic impact card. The economic impact card is a quicker form to get out to you, a form of payment, I should say, for you to receive as opposed to the check. But just stay tuned, keep an eye out for that. I mentioned in my video yesterday how to look for that economic impact card and some of the fees that are crazy that the card charges everyone to use it. But just keep an eye out for that. All right, the last thing I wanted to mention to you today is to be diligent and try calling the IRS. I was able to call and I was able to get through one of the 3 times that I called, and I got through to an agent. It was a very frustrating process, but it did not work if you called a generic 800-829-1040 number. You had to dial the 800-919-9835, and it's crazy how I memorized these numbers already. But if you dial that number, it sends you through a series of prompts. Plus, press 1 for this, press 2 for that. If you haven't received this, press this, this, and that. It takes you through a whole slew of things. But what I have noticed that if you call this number between the hours of 9 and so far 3:30 for me, you're able to get through. You're going to get through to the end of that message, the end of that prompt that it gives you. And instead of it saying, press 9 to go back to the beginning and re-listen to this prompt again, it's going to say, please hold on, we'll get you an agent shortly. I was so surprised when I heard this. I was excited. It took forever for an agent to come on the phone. So if you hold on, if you're planning to do this and you're planning to call them, do 2 things. Grab a Snickers, because you're going to wait for a long time. And number 2, get something that you can multitask with. You know, find a game or something that you can play if you have nothing else to do, because it's going to take you a long time. They're going to play some random music. You're going to hear the same message over and over. It's going to say, thank you for calling the IRS Stimulus Service Center. Please wait and we'll have an agent to you shortly. That's not it verbatim, but it's something very similar to that. So just be patient. You can get through there, but it looks like the sweet spot, they never really produced the hours or told us what their hours of operation is going to be. All that they told us is that we can now call them, and they're hiring an additional 3,500 people to man the phone lines. So we technically don't know if that 3,500 new employees have showed up yet. More than likely not. The country is still slowly reopening. We haven't got to that point yet. So call them. You'll be able to get through, but understand approximately 12 million people have not received their economic stimulus payments yet, or the economic impact card or check or anything at this point. So you have at least 11,999,000 other individuals that are trying to get through to the same number to speak to, if at most, 3,500 people. So it's going to be a very, very tedious process. But if you call and it looks like the sweet spots, they may be open from 8 to 5. I don't know. But I know for sure if you call after 5, you'll start getting the message at the very end to press 9 so you can hear the prompts again. And if you don't press 9, after the second time they mention it, it will tell you, thank you so much for calling the IRS. Have a great day. And then it hangs up on you. That message doesn't happen before 5 p.m. That's something that I experienced personally. So hopefully this works for you. Hopefully this helps everyone out there. Give it a try. Hopefully you receive your payment. There's another batch of payments that are going to hit the mail on tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. As always, if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned before today, please leave a message below or comment below in this video. I do my best to get to all of those comments. I even stay up late at night to get to those, and I even come back to them sometimes the next day if I can. And if there's a lot of comments and they all are centrally themed around one area or one specific topic, I will typically leave a generic comment at the very top. So always look at the very top of the messages under the description and see if there's a large generic message there, because more than likely that may help satisfy all the questions instead of just replying to 75 questions that are essentially the same. If this is your first time coming to my channel, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button, please like this video, please share this video to help me grow the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much. I pray all is well with you and that you have a great day. God bless.